Okay, thank you for coming here. We're going to look at uh, doing drawing one of the most famous paintings in history, just like we did Starry Night. It's called The Girl in the Pearl Earring by Vermeer, who was a Dutch painter. And there's a history behind this, but we'll talk about that in class a little bit more. Basically, he looked around to draw normal people everywhere in their walks of life, but this somehow or another caught the world's attention. And if you had this, maybe you had this, you would probably be a fairly wealthy person. But in this case here, we're looking at a beautiful piece of art. So let's get busy. If I go into this, you'll see that you must choose a portrait. And I'll choose 8.5 by 11, give me enough room width. But the portrait is always taller than it's wide as opposed to landscape. And let's zoom this in. So we can't go wrong here. We'll zoom this in. I get rid of that thing there. Zoom it in. And we'll divide our palette up. We'll divide our painting, if you will, up into 4 locations. Upper northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast, for lack of a better term. And I'll use the line here, and I will do this. And here we go. Now the girl in the pearl earring is a profile picture. She's not looking at us straight on. So we mentioned this before, but with a profile picture, it's not going to be as balanced as it is with a, let's say, a line picture. So let's take a look here. I'm going to go like this. Oops, how about getting the right kind of pencil here, Artie? And the right kind of pencil is we do not have a fill for the pencil. We go in and we make it black. Maybe like that, and wide enough. That's great. So let's take a look at this. There's an accompanying document with this as well. So we'll go like this. And I'll do that. That's fine. So she wears a hat, kind of a scarfish type hat. So I will put this up here. And it's kind of a beanie, if you will. Would be considered kind of a beanie now, but that's the way they wore it in those days, evidently. Okay, she has a graceful neck here. Young people often do. And we'll put this like this. Okay. So now we'll continue to draw her outfit, and it looks something like this. Maybe with a sleeve like this. And going down, maybe like this. I'm not worried about that right now. We can always touch that up. Okay. She has it tied up in a kind of attractive headdress. Maybe that was the style of the time. We have different styles at different times. And so we put it like this. And it hangs down like this with certain type of pleats or folds in it. I'm not concerned about that. There it goes. So then we will put it all the way down here like this. So now, since she's looking not all our way, she's not looking head on, we have to balance this a little. So how do we do this? Well, let's take a look. Her nose might be
Well,
like
Landry,
this.
you don't have to worry.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Perfect.
That makes my day.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine how that would possibly have worked.
Yeah.
But at least you know.
Thank you very much, Marie. That's Mrs. DeSanti. And I'm hoping that people in her class who are all good artists will try to take this on, because it's important to know what the great works of art are, okay, through the years. It really is. And in this case here, this is considered one of the great works of art. And you may find yourself someday at least knowing who Vermeer is and you're at a meeting for your first job or something of that nature, and you'll definitely find that it's an advantage to know something as to not, okay? Not happy with those eyes, so let me kill those two things. Maybe I'll make this a little bit thicker, and you can always play with this a little. So I'll go into here. I don't like that either. You can always undo anything you do. Okay. That's her eyes. Her nose, that looks pretty good. She has a small mouth, probably a small pout, if you will. I'll call it a pout. And I don't even like that. Let me get the line a little bit thinner here if I could. And I'll call it a pout. I don't even like that either. It's not a frown, just kind of is a fair look like this. Upper lip and her lower lip, maybe like this. And I'm going to say we're in pretty good shape here. So let's see if we can color this. She has kind of an olive complexion. I'm going to take a gamble that my line is good here. I need to undo that just a second and get rid of my guidelines. Sometimes our guidelines are a pain in the neck. Bye-bye to you. Go into here. Bye-bye to you. Okay. Let's see if the olive complexion works. Okay, I don't like it. Her eye was not totally closed, and I could see that. So let me do this again if I could. Close that part up there and give it a little bit of a fuller look here, okay? Fuller look on both of them. That's a pretty good face there, I would say. Neck. She has a white here, but as I mentioned to you, you should actually color the white even if you can't see it. Oh shoot, okay, let me undo that. There we go. Sometimes you have, when you change the paint, you should click into an open area. I'm not 100% sure why, but it kind of keeps the picture you had before. Pick the color, I should say, you had before. So the rest of her outfit is brown. So we'll go into this. I need more of a brown like that. Okay, I'll click in the open area. She has a blue. This. Okay, I'll take this. Like that. I'll buy that. And the rest of it is, I'm going to give it, even though it's white, I'll give it the second thing. Oh no, bye-bye. Didn't click in the open area, just a second. I'll go back to this. Again, you can always, very easy to recover with these. Okay, click the open area, go back to this. As I said, I'll give it this kind of gray. And right now, we'll go back to blue. I missed a little spot there. No, I don't want that. I want to click in there. And right now, we haven't done the lips yet. Very subdued looking lips, I assume. Sometimes I reset it by going to vector refill and then back to pixel refill. Then I get the little square. And right now, I would call this the girl with the pearl earring. I'll give her a little bit more of a sad look, but overall, not a bad job. If you did this, it's a 30 out of 30. Thank you very much, and I will stop recording.